To join up with Apex, flip a coin and get a paycheck. Just some rednecks from Texas, but they pay the big checks.
In this video, I wanted to show you how you could create some BOOKMAP bubbles. The very popular BOOKMAP software, it's got these bubbles that come in when there's heavy sellers and heavy buyers. I've kind of recreated that look with my volume delta indicator from Ninza. It allows me to print these dots of various sizes depending on how much delta is coming through. And these delta thresholds are completely customizable. To get more of the BOOKMAP feel, I've got this on a 300 tick chart. This is a micro NASDAQ 300 tick chart. And if I wanted to go one step further, I could add the EDS level 2 price ladder on the edge so I could see all the orders on the price ladder. I don't have the level 2 data this month. I don't always use it, so I can't showcase that, but I've done some other videos where I've showcased the EDS level 2 price ladder. It's a free indicator you can get. And between that indicator and this volume delta indicator, you could have a very basic kind of BOOKMAP looking chart. This is this morning's price action. I've got the solar wind indicator printing the candle colors. I've got it on a custom super short time frame. The settings for the solar wind are 0.5 for the multiplier trend and a number 1 for the multiplier stop. Everything else is the same, and I just have it printing the bar colors. Always got my innovative ordering buttons on the chart. And then for the volume delta, for the strong I've got 100, moderate I have 50, negative strong is minus 100, negative moderate is negative 50. Then I've got it displaying the plot, this histogram below. So having this smaller time frame, you could use this in conjunction with some of your other time frames, and you could use this smaller chart with the delta bubbles to better time your entry points, and also to possibly get out of a trade if you see a bunch of delta coming in the opposite direction. This is this morning at the New York Open. See, we're getting our solar wind green, getting some strong and moderate dots. Then around here we might want to think about getting out if we were in a long. Solar trend turns red, we get a bunch of negative delta coming in. Yeah, I don't need to go over all these examples. It's pretty easy to see how this is catching the red and green waves here. We're staying mostly green on this big move up at 10 o'clock after the news. Then around 10:08, we're getting a bunch of negative delta coming in. We're also breaking below this recent low back here. Get some more delta coming in. Get a nice little reversal there. We see some strong delta coming in. Solar wind is turning these candles green. Might be a good time to exit if we're still in a short there. Get a nice push back up. And this whole chart here is from 10:06 to 10:15, just under 10 minutes. So if we were normally trading on a 1-minute chart, this is kind of looking in between the candles. Catching some nice moves down. 12:30, get a nice turnaround. Bunch of delta, red solar wind candles before we turn green again. Here's around 2 o'clock, still catching some nice waves up and down. It's 2:30. You could use this same setup on a higher time frame too. Have a higher time frame as a confirmation of the longer term direction. Here's a big move after 3. See, we've got a lot more negative delta than we do positive delta. You can see that on the histogram too. These up moves are not overtaking the previous up moves in the delta, but these short delta moves are overtaking previous short delta moves. Then at 3:15, we start to get some strong delta and our solar wind is green. Right back here we got one little blip of strong delta, but our solar wind is still red. Definitely love this combo of the solar wind and the volume delta. Like to have both going in the same direction. Here we get some strong delta and a green solar wind. And that's when we start to make a nice retracement. Here's towards the end of the day, 3:50. Just follow the bubbles. Here's yesterday morning, 10 o'clock. You just look at the bubbles, see which side of the market you'd rather be on. Look at all these red bubbles. Price just keeps drifting lower. So that's just yet another way you can use one of my favorite combos, Solar Wind and the Volume Delta. Links are in the description, and if you use code MonkeyMan, you get the best price always. Even if they're having some crazy sale, you will get an additional percentage off by using the code MonkeyMan. And in case you haven't heard, Apex Trader Funding has extended their 80% off sale and 1 day to pass for the entire month of April. If you use the code MonkeyMan, you get the 80% off, you get the best price with Apex always, and you help support the work that I do on this channel. They're also having half price resets all month. If you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe. I hope you got some good ideas for your own trading. Thanks for watching.
Risk it all. Swing your elephant ball, then make a withdrawal. Make your sack splash, make your cash stack. Apex, 1 day to pass. Take your shot without the latex. Raw dog the fucking charts, wipe your shirt smear across the loser's tears. Make it look like art, and then depart.